What's up everyone, it's OJH and we're back at it again, and in this video I'm going to share with you the Emperor Thaurissan deck that I've just used to get through Dire Maul, red level difficulty, level 26. Let's get straight into the deck then. So the main man, the Emperor there with the Incinerate talent for that permanent burn. We've got Pyromancer with the Pyroblast talent, 2 shots from the Pyromancer on the first enemies will actually be enough for them to start fighting against each other, so that's really useful. We've got the Dark Iron Miner. I find that especially on the second boss, EMPEROR Thar, that the AI will just be spamming loads and loads of units at you, and winning the economy war on that one is super important. And the Dark Iron Miner being 3 levels below is enough to tank those explosive eyes that come out. So unlike your Kobold, who will die if it's too close to one of those when they go off, is that the Dark Iron Miner will be able to tank them, as you'll see. So that's really good, and that happens if it's within 3 levels of the dungeon run itself. We've got Quillbore with the Tunnel Vision talent for the faster deployment. We've got Batrider, a great unit in this for mopping up all those squad minis. There's Spiderlings, there's Bandits, all sorts of things going on. We've got an Execute there at level 23. Again, 23 being enough to execute the enemy minis on the first boss, and that will automatically make them start fighting against each other. So that can be within 3 levels, so that's really good. And finally, we've got Necromancer. I just find Necromancer is amazing on this because of the spawned skeletons that the Necromancer spawns. They will soak the charges of things like the Prowler, which can be annoying and will take out your Pyromancer in one shot. And your Dark Iron Miner, but also things like grunts. It just makes it just holds up those enemy minis for that little bit longer, while Necromancer can do some decent damage. So I'm sure someone's going to say to me, yeah, your Necromancer is level 26 and this is a level 26 run, and yes, you're right, then that will be useful. But we've also got 3 cards within this deck that are 3 levels below the run, and 2 cards in this deck that are 2 levels below. So that gives us an average level of 24, an average cost of 2.9. And on this particular one, I've got the Relics showing that we used. That's because I almost forgot to press record on this entire run. Again, I just about got it going before the start of the first run, so we missed that first relic. So you know what's going on, we took the Charred instruction, which means after deploying our leader, the next BLACKROCK mini that we play costs us 1 less gold. The second relic, which you will see the choices for this one, but we took Primal Air, which is the elemental minis are going to shock attackers, damaging them. And again, you're going to see the third selection, but that one was the Bloodlust Epaulets, which means minis gain Bloodlust when they fall below 50% health. So that's the deck, that's enough of that. Let's get straight into the run. Right, here we go then. I almost missed it, like I said. So straight away, we're going to drop Necromancer on the right. And as I was saying before, 2 shots with the Pyromancer is enough to turn those minis to be fighting against each other. Necromancer's doing a good job on the right. We've already got that first tower. We've got Execute selected because there can often be extra minis that come down here. We're tempted to use it there, but we were going to take the grunts out. But when that Huntress got dropped as well, that was enough for me. So a good value Execute going down there. Quillbore into tank. And then that ghoul popped up and kind of stalled the whole thing. So not perfect there, but that's enough because we did get that tower down, which distracted the Ogre Mage. Necromancer can come in and tidy that up. We've got 2 Necromancers down. Beautiful. We're going to let this Ogre Mage lock on because we want our Pyromancer to take out this Ogre Mage and offer some support and some pressure to the left. To left siege tower. Quillbore coming down to turn that Huntress around, otherwise the Huntress is going to wreck. So whilst I do think that Necromancer is a really good card in this, is that Huntress and Mages will rip through. So we've got... so we're doing alright. So we've got the Dark Iron Miner coming in to steal that chest up on the left, and we're going to set up a push now to get this left siege tower. We're already doing some good damage to the boss there because we're winning the economy war. Itchy head, never mind that. And then we've got 2 mages. That looks like execute value for me. So they're going to start fighting each other, and then they're going to start doing damage to the boss. That looks good for us. We take that tower on the left as planned. So we've got the Emperor, we've got a Pyromancer, we've got a Necromancer. And that should put us in a really good spot. We're going to have both the towers. We've got the Dark Iron Miner coming down and doing even more mining for us. We're getting both the gold chests. And this is a matter of just a matter of time for us to get ourselves sorted out. So we're going to drop a Batrider in the front, Quillbore to turn the boss around. We've got all sorts going on here, chipping away at that Execute on that Huntress. Thanks very much, that'll do. Loads of things bloodlusted. Straightforward, really straightforward. So on this deck, what you will want to do is lots and lots of Quillbore tanking, Quillbore distraction, to get things like mages, huntresses to turn around, get the boss to turn around, and you will use your Quillbore on this next boss with the big frontal attack. So anyway, we've got Elemental Minis, Shock, Attackers, gold, your mind partially heals. Your minis and spells are played 3 levels above. So on them, I don't think they are brilliant relics. But we've gone for the elemental. Minis gain a shock. So on this one, I never used to push right on this one, but I think that's a mistake because the enemy has lots of value. In fact, let's just pause this for a moment. On this one, I find that you need to win the economy war big time on this, and it's really, really easy to waste your kobolds because you'll play a kobold and it'll walk forward to one of the gold mines, and then that little explosive eye, you can see one just underneath the pause button there, that little explosive eye will explode. Your kobold will not tank any of those shots, so every time you play a kobold, it'll just die. So on this one, what I actually want to do is take the tower on the right, because if you take that tower on the right, then that gives you good access to the gold on the left, good access to the gold in the middle, and then good access to the gold up, which is just off screen at the moment, up to the right, because the AI will be constantly mining that gold up to the right, and it will feel like you're just losing the economy war and that there's just minis being played left, right and centre. So I think it's really, really important that you maximise your kobolds where possible and your Dark Eye miners on this one to build up that advantage. And like I say, normally I don't go for the right tower, but on this one we will. Anyway, let's get back to it. So I played my Emperor off to the right there. I am going to take a little bit of damage, but I want for the counter push potential, I want more than that. Dark Eye Miner played on the left, and as you'll see, even though 2 of those eyes spawn at 3 levels below, he just step out, stays alive to tank it, which is good for us. So we played our Necromancer off to the left, so that Necromancer wasn't targeted, and immediately got kind of blown up there. So there's definitely better ways of doing it than what I've managed to achieve here. Quillbore down to soak that Prowler charge, so we've got a nice little push. We've got a nice little push heading round to the right and immediately wiped out by the Chain Lightning. Anyway, main efforts, like I say, will be to keep on mining on the left and then to push round to the right. So that push was looking all right. Yet again, another Chain Lightning which came down. It feels like it was only about 2 seconds ago when I just got rid of the first Chain Lightning. Anyway, Dark Eye Miner coming down to be tanking that, but the Prowler just ripped through everything we had, and then the Eye Explosion. So that is how easy it is to essentially not be to spend gold, but not be mining any gold. So you'll fall behind really, really quickly on this. It's super easy to do. Another Chain Lightning coming down there. That's polished off that Bat Rider. That's the end of that. Going to try and stagger our units a little bit here so we can take out this Ogre Mage, which I managed to not do at all. So not only did we lose the Emperor, pretty spectacularly, we also sacrificed a Pyromancer, so that was good. And then all of a sudden, like I say, we've not played brilliantly, but all of a sudden we're up against a Huntress and a Prowler again. So you really, really do need to be getting your mining going. And I think what I've done on the left is I've dropped a Kobold, and I've dropped it so that the Kobold can walk away from that exploding eye, which is not always what I do. As you've already witnessed, I'm good at just needlessly sacrificing units. Anyway, we're about 2 minutes into the fight here, and we haven't even started. So, but we've got a bit of a push going. We've played a Quillbore to turn that around. We've executed, so we can just get that done, get that out of here. We need to take that tower. We're not messing about. We've only got a minute or so to go, and we've not achieved anything yet, but we have now. Quillbore's gone, so we've sacrificed the Dark Eye Miner there in an attempt to keep everything else alive. We're going to drop that Kobold a little bit deeper, so the Kobold's got a chance to wander forward and not get splatted straight away. Those Prowlers are so annoying. Thaurissan should do a good job with the Spiderlings on the left, though. Bat Rider coming in there, polishing off the end of that Prowler and one of those bandits. And at this stage, we're going to try and get something going on. We've only got 30 seconds to go. So Quillbore coming in to turn that around. As you've just seen, I've dropped a Kobold. That'll probably die. So we just got one gold out of there, but did get splattered. Execute coming down. Necromancer doing a great job. Thaurissan coming in and doing its thing. Good for you. We've got a bit of a push going on the left-hand side as well. So we've got 2 Pyromancers coming in on that side. So we should be able to just sack the defending. Just don't get involved in that. Quillbore coming down to tank that boss. Turn it around. Get that frontal out of my face. 2 Pyromancers smacking away. Thanks very much. See you later. So with about a minute and 15 gone, we haven't done any damage at all. And then we completed it before overtime. So Really good deck, but again, you've got to be using your Quill Ball to soak some of these charges, to turn Huntress around, turn Ogre Mage around and stuff. Anyway, third lot of relics. What do we got? So we've got the Epaulets. We've got the enemies near your towers are poisoned, and on death, minis leave behind. Was that a heart or something? I absolutely fired through them because I knew I was going to take that screenshot at the end, having forgot to fill the first lot. Having forgot to film the first lot. What am I talking about? Anyway, this one then, so I'm going to start dropping my troops behind my siege tower here, get my minis down there, and that's solely for the counter push. I just want to be able to counter push with these minis straight ahead, excuse me, just want to be able to counter push straight ahead with these minis to take the siege tower at the top of the screen there. Once we've taken that siege tower, we'll head off to the right. Now sometimes a mage gets dropped here, or a huntress right on cue. I dropped my Quill Ball too, distract. I was like rapid fingers with me execute, see you later, and the most important thing is just to get that tower done. It's easy to defend that tower once you've got it. That's fine. If you're going to drop a kobold, drop your kobold to go to the right first, because there is 2 gold available on the right and there is only 1 on the left. And when you cycle round, well, there's 2 now because I was a bit delayed in getting my first kobold down, but there's normally 2 on the right and 1 on the left. Anyway, Pyromancer played behind our siege tower in the middle, so again, we'll keep her alive for a bit. We've got all sorts going on the left, so we've got a Bat Rider, we've got Thaurissan, we've got a Necromancer. We were far too slow getting our Quill Ball down, so that whole push is gone. That is absolutely not the way to do it. If you get your Quill Ball down a bit sooner, then a lot of that would have stayed alive. But we are where we are, mistakes were made, and we've just about got it done. So let's have a look. Can we do any mining anywhere? Can we? It's only going to cost us 1 to play the Dark Eye Miner. We can maybe do something with that. Or we'll take the... Or we could have taken the -1 gold cost of the Pyromancer mini, but we didn't. We've gone for a little bit of extra mining ourselves there to keep that gold economy flowing. All sorts coming down on the left. It'll be a Quill Ball down to distract, because the Ogre Mage on the left has a big swinging sword frontal thing, so don't get involved. He hits air as well, so definitely don't get involved in that. And at this stage, that is a healthy looking push on the right. Loads and loads of mining going on, and now we're going to start using this central meeting stone as our base to get things down. Quill Ball in to turn that Huntress around, because that Huntress would have just ripped through Bat Rider and Necromancer and everything else. We've pulled Gordok off to the right, which is giving us good access to the mage healer on the left, so we can start dropping our unbounds on there. And look at the size of what is going here. If we execute now, that's going to bloodlust all of that, even with the mage alive. That is the end of that. Thanks very much. See you later. This deck is easy. Seriously easy. If you do use it and you have some success, let me know how you get on in the comments. If this was useful, please give this video a like. If you are new to the channel and you find this content useful, please get yourself subscribed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.